Just Talking Podcast, the best 45 minutes of your life you've ever wasted. With your host,
Nick,
and your co-hosts,
Jaden, and Drew Kraling.
Let's get talking.
So what's everyone been up to lately?
Not much. I've just went on 2 field trips to one to an education summit and also to another one to a conference on cybersecurity. So that was fun.
Hold on one sec. I gotta.
So Jaden, how about you?
Fix my. There we go.
About me?
Yeah.
Well, I've not been up to much lately. Lately? Yeah, that's a new word.
So you really just haven't done anything?
Well, I really don't want to get into heavy subjects.
That's okay. I understand. So Drew, how's your days been? I guess.
It's been pretty uneventful so far. I did make a really good pumpkin pie earlier today.
Nice.
Pumpkin pie. You want to talk about pumpkin pie?
Oh boy.
Well, that's literally the
yeah.
only thing I've done today.
Pumpkin pie is delicious. I'm not gonna argue.
It is pretty good stuff. By the way, how's my feedback? I have some new headphones that I don't know how well they're working.
You sound very muffled.
Yeah, very muffled too. Yeah.
Then.
Okay, so Drew, how was your days? I guess.
Well, as I said earlier, pretty uneventful. I made the pumpkin pie, which was delicious, but nothing else other than that.
Slightly heavier subjects, I will share with you what's happened to me today. The first thing that happened to me was my sister had her baby, and I went to see a psychiatrist.
Well, congrats on the baby.
Anything else interesting happen?
Not particularly. Those 2 things have happened today.
Oh. I mean, I guess that's not the worst thing that could happen. My friend, he all in one day, his dog died. He missed his dog's funeral, and his girlfriend broke up with him after about 2 years.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was a very interesting conversation we had with him, and afterwards we sort of photoshopped his girlfriend over a picture of, or over Wendy's picture that he had, and then also the only thing that he really was upset about was he missed the deadline for buying one of the books that he wanted, which was from Gravity Falls. So yeah, on top of photoshopping her face onto a picture of Wendy's that he made because he absolutely despises it, or despises working there. I also photoshopped a picture of a dog's head hanging on a chain and the book in the other hand. It was 11 o'clock at night and I was really bored. Not the worst thing that could have happened. I mean, think of this. It could be that everything ended up being the end of the world, so that could have happened.
We've been promised the end of the world countless times. We were promised the end of the world back in 2012. Does anybody remember that?
I do.
5 years ago, I would have been 15.
I have a question. As for anybody that doesn't know, Jaden is from, I'm gonna say England. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
I was just wondering if if you like had to take certain tests. Like for us, we have to take the ACT, or just to show how knowledgeable you are and what certain areas you're better at and that kind of thing to to apply for jobs and stuff. Is it sort of like that over in the UK or?
Yeah. Basically, in year 6, which will we be about 11, we have to take SATs or SES, which is like kind of like childlike exams where you do simple like math-ish and science and prove your knowledge so far on there. And then when you're about in year 11, you'd be about 15, 16, and you'd have to take your GCSEs, which gives you your grades, so you get A stars, all that sort of stuff, and that's what determines whether you how successful you are in jobs, which is I find really stupid. You can't determine the intelligence of someone down to a grade they got when they were 15 or 16.
Yeah, we take the ACT, which is sort of a test that's kind of surpassing the SAT at the moment, because that's what we used to have to take. But so we have to take it when we are 17-ish, I think is about the range that people take it. However, my school is actually pushing me to take it earlier and take it multiple times, which, oh boy.
Yeah, my school had me take it my sophomore year, so about 15-ish.
Were you really that young in your sophomore year?
I mean, I was 14 in freshman, so yeah, I was 15 about for my sophomore year.
I mean, I am in my sophomore year, and I am 15 as well, but I mean, I'm turning 16 in about a month-ish, so I'm happy for that.
Nice. I'll be turning 20 in March. And I'll tell you, when I realized that, a bit of an existential crisis happened.
Oh my god, am I the oldest one here?
Maybe.
How old are you?
I'm 20, turning 21.
Oh boy,
Congrats.
you'll be having some fun nights. Unless the age is different.
I'm always the oldest, like everywhere I go. Jesus Christ.
Well, at least you're not that much older.
That's
Is it-
true.
Is it in England or at 21, or is it younger? I wasn't.
Right. I'm not sure how true this is, but you are allowed to drink at home when you're any age, as long as you are with your parents. So you can be about 6 and have a bottle of wine as long as you and dad are in the room with you.
Dang.
And also, yes, buying tobacco and alcohol, buying it, you have to be 21, I believe. Buying pornography, you have to be 18. And yeah, I never actually realized all this stuff. I don't care enough, to be honest.
My thing was, you said you were turning 21, and in the U.S. that's the like the age of drinking or whatever. I guess they call it the age of freedom. Really don't understand that point, but yeah. So
I do not get the point of age restrictions because, like, horror movies, you can get like 15 and 18 and all that, but I was able to watch Chucky in my room with my sisters when I was like, what, 8? So it's just like they're gonna watch it anyway. What is the point of having age restrictions?
Yeah, no one's gonna follow them. I had a really heated debate with my friends about age restrictions because in Columbia, Missouri, near where I live, you have to. They're gonna pass a law saying you have to be 21 to buy tobacco, and that kind of irked me.
I don't know. I just thought those laws were kind of interesting, which I understand why. For the U.S., it's 21. For cognitive thinking reasons, and decision making, and development process of your brain. But at the same time, it just no one really follows the rules too much when you're younger. Have you guys done any auditions recently?
I've actually been auditioning for a lot of Yandere simulator stuff.
Nice. I still haven't gotten back to that person who has given me lines to do, and that's because they haven't given me a character description, which is very confusing. Have you guys ever had trouble with audition or voice acting thing before?
I have.
Not recently, just people not contacting me after I submit an audition.
So, what was the worst thing that has happened to you so far?
What do you mean?
Like, have you ever? For me, I explained this yesterday. I had someone contact me a year and a half, expecting me to be able to produce the exact same voices, and has given me character lines without a description, which I have no idea how I'm supposed to do.
Oh, do you want to know what happened to me?
Go for it.
Basically, I auditioned for this thing called Madison's Farm or whatever it's called. It might be called something different, but basically, it was in Russian, and I'm supposed to be playing a character, and I was supposed to, you know, the Russian lady who was voicing the character before me, I had to imitate her voice, and with the same length and same emotion. But the problem is, her voice is so quiet, I can barely hear her. So I'm there
I
thinking,
don't understand how in the world you would be able to do that in the first place.
what, like Russian? Well, obviously, he'd sent me the lines in English. I had to fix up the English.
Like, I've done a lot of different things. I don't think for like try and mimic someone is actually verbatim copy either. So if you could do that, that's amazing.
I want to do the same time.
Sorry, what? You cut out completely.
Length. Hmm? Is hearing me okay, by the way?
What? I'm sorry.
Are you guys hearing me, by the way? Am I cutting out? Am I too quiet?
Um, I if you said a sentence ago, then I didn't hear it.
I don't remember what I said, so it probably wasn't that important.
Good way
You
to
know what?
put it,
I'm
I
just
guess.
gonna stay on Discord.
I imagine you're doing other things then.
Yeah. I have my phone right beside me. I'll use that instead.
Actually, what I was doing while talking to you guys was my school offers afternoon college classes, and I was applying for that this year. So yay!
Cool.
Yep, I'm gonna be taking possibly communications or psychology. Get that out of the way. Because unfortunately for college, you have to meet certain requirements of classes that you've already done. Otherwise, you need to take remedial versions of them.
Like, what I found ridiculous was back in my college, I think if you had the right grades, you could skip a course because it was like year 1, year 2, and year 3. No, it wasn't that. It was like, well, I can't remember exactly how it went, but there was like 1, 2, and 3. And basically, if you were smart enough, you could go straight on to 2, and if you were even smarter, you could go straight on to 3.
We have something like that, but it's like so we have like English 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 if you don't take any advanced. But there's honors and AP, which is college courses and all kinds of other stuff. But for my classes, I have actually been or I've jumped ahead about two class or 2 years of math, I think, something like that. And I'm in the advanced version of it. So as a sophomore, I'm taking pre-calculus right now. And then that's also on top of taking English 2 because I speak English and can't take honors. And then also I have my computer science classes. So, yeah. Did you ever skip a grade in something or skip a course, I guess, the way that you described it?
Yeah, I was put straight onto level 2 each time. I took business enterprise and entrepreneurship, and the second year I took childcare, and both of the years I was put on level 2, and I could have had the possibility of moving on to level 3, but I never did because I think I'd have to. No, I didn't have to pay for it, but I was just so goddamn lazy that I didn't want to.
I can understand that. I'm kind of sad though, because I was actually last year I took Art 1, and I was offered to be able to take AP Art or College Art this year, and that'd be skipping like Art 2 and 3, and they would be pushing me a lot. However, due to my computer science courses, I didn't have the chance to take it, unfortunately.
Ah.
Although I really wish I would have, because I do love art and I like designing things. However, it just didn't fit in. Not enough hours in the day.
That's true.
Ever feel like you're running out of time?
Oh, all the time. Obviously I have a lot of stuff pile up, so I often feel like, I'm overwhelmed.
I do that sometimes as well, and then I take care of it, and then it just cycles back and forth for a while. How about you, Drew? You've experienced that there's not enough hours in the day?
I think Drew died.
Quite possibly. Um, not literally, but from Discord. He did say it was bugged for him, and he had to reinstall it.
Drew? Where are you
I guess
going?
I guess it did break.
There we are.
Good there, buddy.
You alright there? Do you require medical assistance? Wee woo, wee woo.
Do we need to take you to the ER? Oh, he's gone. Everybody's leaving. Oh boy.
Well, it's just you, me, and the loading screen.
I guess we'll take it from here then. I don't know. um. So, have you ever had it to where you had so much work to do that you just didn't sleep for multiple days on end?
It's never been quite that bad, but I have lost sleep because I've needed to do something.
I have only done that once, and that was for I missed one night of sleep, which was complete chaos for me. But there was one day where multiple days in a row I would play video games late into the night, and then when I realized, oh, I think I should probably get off, it was 5:30 in the morning, and I had to leave or had to get up at 6. So 3 days of no sleep goes great.
You know what? I honestly don't think I could last that long.
I could not feel anything. I was so zombie-ish that I normally don't fall asleep in class, but I was falling asleep in every class, and all of my teachers were yelling at me and asking me questions. So.
This once, and my teacher actually pulled me aside because he was concerned it was due to a medical or health concern.
At least they're
No.
concerned.
Yeah, but it really wasn't. It was just me not being bothered to sleep.
Yeah, mine didn't even ask me if anything wrong was going on. They were just like, why are you falling asleep in class? Why aren't you awake and doing things? You should be doing this instead. Why aren't you starting on this paper, whatever? Usually just ranting at me. So as far as ranting goes, have you ever had, or how many teachers out of all of the ones that you've had do you like? How many do you dislike?
A lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I actually had a teacher that used to legit bully me. I'm not just talking about being threatening or whatever. She literally acted like one of the students, a child, and started bullying me.
How does that work?
Well, I can't really get into it, but yeah.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, she was a bitch. She was my science teacher.
Ah, I've never had that bad of luck with science. I've always found that as one of my favorite subjects. However, English, on the other hand, ooh, that's fun.
Oh, I excelled in English and science. Oh, look at me, Mr.
Look,
Shiny person.
person.
Oh, look
Both
at
had
me,
the same
Mr.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been really good at English. I'm used to logic and not fluffing about when stuff happens. I'm used to like close conceited programming, so it's kind of like they don't mesh well.
Remember, Lenny dies at the end.
My God, I've seen that meme everywhere. What is that from?
Of Mice and Men.
Mice and Men. I've never read or seen that.
For me.
Is it a good? I'm gonna guess it's a book.
A movie. Very. I don't know. I didn't enjoy the book or the movie.
Oh, so there was both.
Yeah.
Sounds like when we read, what was it? It was I can't remember what it was called, but it was about it was about World War II and like this German kid who his father was a part of the military, and they lived next to a concentration camp. And it was really sad because in the end, the boy gets gassed. So, whoops.
I want to say something like The Boy in Striped Pajamas or Goodnight, Mr.
Yes. No, the boy in striped pajamas. Yes.
Yes, right. Okay. See, I know my stuff.
I'm bad with names and pairing things with other stuff. Like if it would, or if someone play a song, I could probably sing it. However, I don't think I could ever name it.
See, you got to study things like The Boy in Striped Pajamas. We were studying things like Macbeth and Othello.
I do love Macbeth. I have read that, and for like, if I was to not go to my computer science stuff, I would also have to be reading Romeo and Juliet right now, which I'm not a fan of. But Macbeth and Hamlet are one of my two favorite Shakespeare plays. So
Right. What was the other one? I think there was one more. It was about a king. Or no.
I think that was No, was it Macbeth?
Yeah, Hamlet. Hamlet. Yeah.
Was it Hamlet? I know one of them was about murder and a king, and another one was I think murder as well.
Oh, all of Shakespeare's work was about murder
or death.
or death. A Romeo and Juliet. That was another one of my favorites.
I just never really found it very entertaining, I guess.
Fair enough.
And I really don't have to read it this year. My English teacher is still deciding on a book we should read for class, which I suggested Ready Player One, which, oh boy, I used to be a Harry Potter fanatic for like 6 years, and I love the books and the movies. And then I read Ready Player One, and I was like, nope, I am done.
Why? What's that?
Ready Player One is one of the actual editor, someone that reviewed the book actually said that it was, or quoted that it was a complete nerdgasm, because it is about retro video games. It is about the 70s. It is like everything retro and old, and it's like ties in new stuff. It ties in all sort of different things. And while I love video games and I love making them and I know the basis behind them, I think my dad, who was he grew up around the 70s 80s era, and I think he would love it for references. And it was just one of the most amazing books I have ever read. And if you try to put a label on it, I don't think you could, because there's so many different genres it covers.
Oh, I can put a label on it. Pixel the book.
It's about old retro stuff, and it's also about a very highly sophisticated VR. So not just pixels. Yeah, so got any good books that you like? You too, Drew?
Right, sorry about that.
Drew was saying he had a really good book that he liked. However, he did not give me the name. He said it was a sci-fi book set in London.
A sci-fi book set in London. Oh my god! I used to read book like all the time. It was called The London Eye Mystery, and I used to read that book over and over and over again.
I have not heard of that. However, I have started reading the Sherlock Holmes. Those are great so far. What's the London Eye book about?
The London Eye Mystery.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, I don't want to give away too much in case anyone read it.
What would be your opening first chapter?
God, it's been a long time since I've actually read it, but from what I can remember, there was a child who's the main character. It's centered around him and the way his brain works. And his cousin goes missing, and with his sister, he has to figure out where he's gone missing to.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really like investigation and sci-fi stuff, so might have to look into that.
Well, it's not really sci-fi. It's just, a bunch of kids trying to find their cousin.
Well, I didn't mean that book. Or look into that book. I'm just saying, like, my favorite genres to usually read is either mystery or sci-fi, and
All right, okay.
sounds like a good mystery book. So
You piece
I
it all
just,
together,
like-
it's like really obvious, but
yeah. Just like things that make me think. Just anything in general that makes me think. Have you ever heard of a book called The Westing Games? Or game, I think it might be called. I'm not sure.
no.
Well, it's a very, very good book. It's really interesting too because it's I don't know how many or seen things you've seen, but have you ever heard of like a whodunit book or TV show, I guess?
Yeah.
It's sort of like that, but it's to do with his relatives and acquaintances who are fighting over his money and his estate, and one of them is taking out the rest of them.
All right.
And it's whoever survives wins. There was something else I was watching. I can't remember. I think the show was legitimately called Who Done It, and the episode that I saw, there was a person who got mauled in the kitchen and had to figure out who did it. And one of the things they had to do was they had to investigate or figure out two. I think it was like two or three of them had to go and actually investigate the tiger which mauled the guy, and it was just a tranquilizer dart that it was hit with. So at any moment, that thing could have woken up.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's really scary, but I thought it was a very interesting show where you are practically signing your life away for $1 million.
Right.
So would you try that?
Sorry.
Sorry. Would you sign the contract for that, or would you pass?
Whatever. Why not?
Why not? Oh boy. I know I would pass. I don't think I could do something like that. I like mysteries, but at the same time, I like mysteries that are a brain puzzle, not an intensive emotional puzzle to figure out.
Well, here's my saying for life. Never say why. Never ask why. Always ask why not.
I do the same thing. However, there is certain things where I exclude to that saying. Like, I'm pretty sure the other day I saw someone pull a hot dog out of their backpack, and I just went like, all right, cool. And it wasn't in like a container or anything. They just took it straight out of their backpack.
Backpack hot dogs. Why are
Yep.
we not funding this?
I don't know. Seems to like the future.
Jay,
then-
that can get you into some sticky situations.
Oh boy.
Says Drew.
But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen someone do the same thing with ice cream, and I've had lots and lots of people bring popcorn to school all of the time.
Popcorn. Like, everybody enjoys popcorn, but why bring it to school?
You know, I'm really not sure because it always smells like burnt popcorn. You would think if you brought that much or brought it to school that much that you would eventually figure out how to cook it correctly.
Yeah.
Drew, I believe you are muted.
Yeah, you are. I thought that was intentional.
Oh boy.
He's been
Joe,
muted this entire time.
he does know how. Okay, so he does know how to use the mute function. Just checking.
Right.
That's very interesting that he didn't notice. Wait, hold on. If you're speaking right now, oh wait, you were talking about it at the beginning of the episode. My bad. I'm thinking backwards in time. Oh well, you know, got to think fourth dimensionally. Have you ever tried to think about the concept of time?
Now, why would I do that?
Why not?
Ah, there, very good. Well, I suppose I've thought about him as a concept, I guess, and that's all it really is.
I've thought about it a couple of times, and then I would stop after 3 minutes because it would completely confuse the crap out of me, and my brain would hurt.
There have been times where I've been completely confused by the chronology of my life.
See, the thing is about time that if you went back in time and tried to change something, would that mean that, or would that mean that you would now have created another parallel universe, or would you have updated the timeline and created a rift in time, causing a black hole?
Well, it said that every decision that we make branches off into a different, decision. So basically, if I don't know, I had decided to go for I don't know, what subjects were we allowed to study in college? I have no idea. Okay. Okay, basically, like if I still had the choice of like choosing either childcare or business rather than both, would have a career in one now. Like that sort of stuff.
You
And
never know.
yeah, so the person me who has not studied fully in that subject and is here right now versus the person who has and is probably a nurse or an entrepreneur by now?
Well, see, the thing is, like, if you go back and change it, would that mean that you would be branching off into a parallel universe? And if you did it like so far back in time that it actually messed with, say, the 1400s, would that mean that there'd be an entire nether branch that you'd be going down?
I think so.
And also, I wanted to reference something because Drew said that's the grandfather paradox, and I wanted to correct him that it was the grandfather. If anybody gets that reference,
Sorry, what did you say?
I said instead of a paradox, it's a pair of socks.
Right.
Sorry, Bravest Warriors reference. If anybody has ever seen that cartoon, it's very funny, very cute, very entertaining.
I was brought up on British television. I cannot for the life of me. I think the only American cartoons I've watched are on like Cartoon Networks. So, SpongeBob, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, that.
There was you mentioned SpongeBob, so I guess you also watched Nickelodeon.
Fairly Irons for the win.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, Fairly Odd Parents for the win.
Yeah.
There was an anime on there. I can't remember what it was called. There was Naruto that I would that I would watch when I was a kid, but there was also another one about sucking kids into a video game, and they have to go in and find someone because someone got lost in there. Yes. Yeah. Oh my god.
Code Lyoko.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
god. I have not.
episode, but I
That
had
took
to
me
add
like
that in.
5
I
years.
had to jump in.
If we can.
5 years. Yeah, they made a live action version. They made a live action version and called it Code Lyoko Evolution. It happened after Code Lyoko. Oh my god, it sucked so bad.
Yeah.
They were supposed to, because they made the French version because it's made in French, and they were supposed to make an English version, but it was
Are you
so
sure?
bad
Because
that they
I
didn't get to make
watched an English version.
an English dub.
Oh no, not
Of
Evolution.
of Code Lyoko Evolution, the live action one they made. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Evolution. They made it was supposed to happen after Code Lyoko, but it was so bad that they
was
made
my childhood.
that they didn't get to make an English version. I know.
Oh, man.
Oh man, Code Lyoko. Man. What all of us Code Lyoko fans would do
Well, there was
to
already
bring
like
it back. Man.
guys, there was already 98
That'd be
episodes
pretty
or
cool to
something
see
like
back.
that. Well, can't you be happy?
So I've rewatched all those
but the
98
ending
episodes
irks
like
me.
8 times. Okay?
I haven't. Okay, so I haven't been able to keep up with those cartoons in a while because I stopped watching TV after like I was 7 for a long stretch of time, and then it was gone. I didn't know like where it went, I guess, and I actually started watching Naruto when it first began, which was very interesting, and I really liked it. However, we just didn't have TV for a while, but yeah. So every time that I would ask this question, everybody kept saying SAO, which it's not that. So it's taken me like 5 years to figure out the name for that, and just hearing that, it's like, yep, I remember.
Hey, remember Code Lyoko? Yeah, I remember.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna pop back out because I'm not even supposed to be in this episode. But as soon as he started talking about Code Lyoko, I'm like, oh flipping god, I gotta jump in here.
Dang,
Alright,
that
I was on the verge
Alright,
of
I'm
it. It
jumping
was
out
on the
now.
tip of my tongue.
Hey, it is legitimately taking me to remember that name. And I didn't even remember it. Xander said it.
Yeah.
Still, I haven't seen those type of cartoons in such a long time. I actually recently started going back and watching the original Pokemon, like the very first seasons of Pokemon, because I hadn't ever seen it before, and everybody loved it. So I thought, hey, catch up to what it is now, which honestly, very interesting at the moment. I've seen some memes, and oh boy, those are some interesting memes.
Well, the new everything of Pokemon sucks. Pokemon has just become complete trash now. I tried to play X or Y. No, it was Y because I remember buying it, and then I made the comment of Pokemon, why did I buy this?
Oh god.
And
I heard actually Pokemon Sun and Moon was actually very good. However, I don't have a device to play it on, so couldn't get
I
the
don't
game.
I don't even want to.
I heard it was one of the best stories that they've had in a long time, so I didn't want to spoil it or anything.
Oh, do you want to know an interesting story that happened to me when
Go for it.
Pokemon when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out? Basically, there was a shop in my local shopping center that you could go into. You could take your 3DS. You can take a picture of the barcode, and it would give you a free demo of Sun. And obviously,
It
I
would
was
give
like,
you a free
yeah.
what?
It would give you a free demo of like either Sun or Moon, I think. And I was thinking, yeah, cool, I could do that. Why not? And then when I finally remembered to bring my 3DS in, it was gone.
Oh. See, the thing was, like, I have my parents are divorced, so I have certain things at my mom's house and certain things at my dad's house, and my 3DS was at my mom's, and due to some family issues, I haven't been, or before that, I haven't been at my mom's in years. But after I came back, I wanted to play my 3DS, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we gave it to a kid that needed it more than you."
Oh,
Yeah, I was kind of sad.
that's a bummer.
Yep, and the thing was, like, I used to do animation stuff on that as well, so I wasn't even able to get my saves and stuff off of that, or the SD card that went with it. So, yay! My story of video games, every time I get something new, it's always sold within a good year.
Well, the only thing I actually on my 3DS, not even anymore. I do not touch my 3DS anymore. But I used to play on it a lot was Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I used to love that game by
Yes,
God.
that was one I've ever played on the 3DS.
Oh, like I literally brought a 3DS just to play New Leaf.
I got my 3DS when Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time came out, so it was the limited edition, like black and gold with the Triforce on it. It was beautiful. So, yeah, and then I got Animal Crossing New Leaf, and that was the only game I played for a while. So, yeah. Um, did you ever do or did you ever play any other games besides Animal Crossing New Leaf? Because obviously that was your favorite.
Obviously, like I said, I did try to play Pokemon Y, but it did not turn out so well.
I only liked Pokemon X and Y because I thought I don't remember what the Pokemon name was for X that was on the cover. However, I thought the design for that was beautiful and I admired it for its art.
I suppose I probably could get round to playing it, but I'd have to be doing a Let's Play for it, and I don't really do Let's Plays.
Yeah, I would need some motivation to do something like that.
Check me out on YouTube, shameless plug, I'm joking.
The only thing that I ever put on YouTube is either my auditions or or maybe just an update of something that I've done. So
Fair enough. I
I
created
mean,
a
I
demo.
wish I was doing some other stuff. However, I just don't have time.
Sorry, I created a demo reel completely of auditions. I did that.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long was it?
Like 48 seconds.
Oh, you meant. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like it was just a compilation of all your auditions.
No, not all of my auditions, just my best ones.
Oh, how long are your auditions usually then?
Well, they usually ask to do 3, so probably about like I don't know, 10 to 20 seconds.
Um, do you or like when you go to find casting calls, do you look on Casting Call Club or do you look on YouTube?
Casting Call Club mainly. Very rarely will I do it for YouTube because I don't find there's stuff about YouTube.
I will say it is very interesting finding casting calls on YouTube. However, that's where I started doing voice acting actually. So it's very interesting to find stuff on there because it's most furry stuff and that or warrior cats or something like that.
Minecraft.
Oh, there's been a fair few Minecraft roleplays.
Yep. But there is some really good stuff. Like, I auditioned ages ago to be in an English dub of Higurashi no Naku Koroni.
Nope.
Hmm?
Sorry, never heard of it, and also don't speak Japanese, so it's kind of yeah. I auditioned for a Pokemon thing, which was kind of cool. It was supposedly a spin on how, like, uh, how they portrayed the Pokemon. So it was like, it was the trainers, and then after that, there was the actual Pokemon speaking. So it wasn't just them saying their name.
Pikachu!
Yeah, and then it was after that there was humor going on in the comments, which was kind of hilarious. Just a little bit of RP down there, and it was kind of funny to watch.
Wait, what do you mean, like, speaking? Was it like,
Like imagine the Pikachu voice, but actually saying lines, not just its name.
Okay, Pikachu, use a Thunderbolt! A Pika
All right, where?
Oh, my knee! You could have just left it! You didn't!
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
Oh.
I was thinking about doing possibly Bulbasaur because he had some very interesting lines, and they were just kind of
Really?
funny. Yeah, I couldn't see any other voice for me, to be honest, at the time because that was when I was first starting, and I didn't have control of all of my vocal range too much, so it was a bit of a mess. Which it's been a very interesting year trying to be better at controlling my voice.
Well, we all get better with practice.
Yeah, I probably sound pretty monotone to you about right now.
Oh, so do I. Don't worry about it.
Actually, no. I can hear your like ups and downs in your voice very clearly. It's just I'm not really sure if it has to do with the fact that I'm not using an amplifier or just the type of microphone that I'm using. But yeah, it just doesn't pick up pitches too well, and I have to like thing for that.
Well, I think we're gonna have to start wrapping up right about here.
Oh yeah. So thank you guys for listening. Hope to see you guys in the next episode of the Just Talking podcast. Or this has
Bye.
been Nick. My bad.
I'm Jaden, and it was lovely being here today.
Yep. And sorry that Drew's microphone broke or something went wrong. I'm really not sure. So, bye.
Bye.
The Just Talking Podcast is a production of Impact Media. All rights reserved. The Just Talking Podcast, JTP, Just Talking, JT4, and Just Talking 4 are entities of the Just Talking Podcast. Ownership of the Just Talking Podcast and its entities are rightfully owned by Impact Media. Do not replicate the Just Talking Podcast in part or whole. The Just Talking Podcast can be found online at www.justtalking4.tk.
That ending was depressing.